Conversations with Friends was so good. This is about two friends, two young women named Frances and Bobby, and a middle-aged, married but unhappy couple named Melissa and Nick. Melissa, the married older woman, meets Frances and Bobby at a poetry slam type thing. Very quickly, we find out that Frances and Bobby are a little bit more than friends because they have a dating history. Melissa is also someone who takes photos and kind of writes little like op-eds almost, and Bobby really takes to her. Melissa ends up introducing Frances and Bobby to her husband Nick, but Frances and Nick seem to hit it off a little bit. Best way I could describe this book is that it is so on brand for Sally Rooney. People being dysfunctional and stupid and deceptive and vulnerable. I'm still not used to the lack of quotation marks. I know Sally Rooney says that they're not really necessary to her writing, but like, it's mental gymnastics for me, and I really wish that she would at least use like italics. I loved and also hated how this book made me feel. I consider myself 100% monogamous, but I was rooting for everyone for every scenario. I couldn't be loyal to a team. Like, I couldn't pick any side. In terms of all our other books, I felt it was the most similar to Beautiful World, Where Are You? It reminded me a lot of Alice and Eileen. I feel like the difference with these two was this one was more relationship oriented. The background wasn't all that important. Whereas with this, you appreciate the relationships, but also how atmospheric it is. Bobby and Frances at one point are invited to this like mega mansion in France where they stay with Nick and Melissa and some of their friends. And the setting in my mind was the setting that I created in my head for Bonjour Tristesse. Very sunny, beachy, vacationy, like driving around, getting yelled at for not buying lemons. I'm not a very giddy person, but there were a few points where I was kicking my feet like a little girl, like just excited. So I did thoroughly enjoy this. I know Sally Rooney can be polarizing though, so I recommend you read Mr. Salary by her because it's only about 20 pages. From there, you can kind of decide whether you want to read Conversations with Friends or maybe Normal People or Beautiful World, Where Are You? If Conversations with Friends was a song, it would very easily be Risk by Gracie Abrams. Bye!